after a very tough 2023, right, rabbits will have a slightly better year. Okay, so this year, 2024, right, will be what we call a rest god year for the rabbits.
What is a rest god? That means that year no need to do.
So
Just rest.
What's rest god year?
Yeah, what is rest god?
Okay, maybe I ask you guys, what do you think rest god is? To you,
Like literally a god.
to you, what would you think if you just look at these two words, rest god?
The only image that comes to my mind is there's this Buddha
Sleeping
that
Buddha.
yeah, the one that does like that, the tummy very big, that one.
Sleeping Buddha.
Is it?
Okay, so rest god is actually a year, right, where they need to re-strategize their moves. So it's not actual resting, but it's actually that they need to realign their strategies well. So it's a year for them to take a step back, right, and think what they want to do next. Now, why is that so? Is because that, right, 2023, right, has been a very busy year for them. But after all the busyness, right, they might still not to be able to get the results that they want. So which is why in 24, right, it is very important for them, right, to take the right actions. Otherwise, they might be working for nothing.
So does that mean that they can take like off, like 1 year on leave and everything? You just go on a Sabbath. Okay, from the Christian point of view, it's called Sabbath lah. So is that what you're implying? Rest god year ma.
For Singaporeans, I think a bit hard for us to
unless they own
take
their
the
own
whole year.
business lah.
Yeah. But the important thing is for them, right, to maybe take at least 1 day off a week, right, to really try and think about, right, you know, the strategy for the next month, the next week. Yeah, plan ahead instead of like living day by day. Because 2-3 could have this impact.
Okay. So meaning is more about slowing down, you know, slow down the pace or give more time for the body and mind to rest, to plan ahead rather than, you know, like what you mentioned earlier, live day by day, and then, you know, the whole lifestyle become very hectic, then you cannot rest, cannot think well.
Correct. So the first strategy, right, is actually, right, to think ahead. Now the second strategy, right, is instead of using a burst mode shotgun, right, they should use a sniper rifle in 2024. That will help them better. So maybe in this case.
So how did you encourage them to plan, like in a weekly basis or a monthly basis or
Definitely
a daily basis?
on a quarterly basis.
Quarterly basis.
Yes, and then also on a weekly basis.
Okay. So big plans quarterly and then weekly review, see whether are you on plan towards the quarter target.
Yes, this will be very important for the rabbit. And the rest god will actually help them to be able to strategize better as well. Now, why is this whole realigning and strategy thing very important, right? It's because that they suffer from a Tai Sui clash again.
Tai Sui clash again.
Yes, so this second one that we talk about, right, is going to be called the High Tai Sui.
Now a new one, High Tai Sui. Just now got poor, now got high.
Yes.
Wow, you still can remember. I can't remember already, man.
Just
now
talent
poor,
for
now
learning
high.
this.
So what is high tai sui?
Yep. So in the English terms, right, it's called harm.
Harm. H-U-M.
不是 H-A-R-M.
Oh, harm.
Yeah. So
Wow,
not
if you never say that, I was thinking the thing that we eat, you know, the
Yeah,
laksa.
got I also
and all.
thinking like then harm, then if let's say I got harm, then I eat more harm, then my luck will be better.
in that sense, harm means a kind of a negative influence on you. So let's say, for example, if you are that of the rabbit zodiac, harm will actually means, right, somebody having some form of betrayal to you. So this is the reason why strategy is very important, because if you actually invest in your time in the wrong business, right, or invest your time having a project with the wrong person, what it does, right, is that they might take advantage of you, and in the end, right, you might lose the entire business entirely. So don't because that you want to work very hard, right, and spend every moment of your time working until you don't even have time to think who you should work with. Because if you work with the wrong person, then 2024 will be gone for you already, for the rabbits. So which is why try your very best to take a step back to strategize. And if they feel that, you know, rabbit zodiacs, they feel that you have a problem trying to strategize on your own, don't be afraid to seek help from a third party.
Okay, but this really applies for rabbits who are in business. How about like the norm people, like a 打工仔, you know, how does it apply to them? think this is also very important.
I think it applies to them as well because let's say if their boss promised them something for a certain project, they need to ensure that they might really be rewarded at the end of the project because, you know, for instance, if they have this harm effect on their in their bazi chart or also in their zodiac, right, it is very highly likely that they might not get what they want at the end.
So meaning, if let's say I'm a 打工仔, I might be doing all the work. At the end of the day, the credit, somebody else takes the credit.
Yes, so I have a certain client, right, who actually experienced this. So not in the rabbit zodiac, but previously his zodiac was actually under the state of harm. So what happened was that, right, he spent a lot of time, right, to build a certain project, right. Actually, it's one of your clients, but I can't remember whether I can't remember whether it was yours or yours. So she spent a lot of time trying to build a certain project for a boss, and then the client, right, said that, okay, you know what, wait. I haven't confirmed.
Okay.
So then after that, because the client waited, right? So she didn't hit her sales target, and because of that, right, then the boss actually made the entire department, right, redundant.
Oh no.
Yeah, but right after the boss made the entire department redundant, right, as she was serving notice, right, then the client said, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is really called sway.
Yeah, lor, the timing is really essential.
Yeah, so she actually came for the reading, right? Because she's now out of a job. Then she's unsure if the next one she should still continue doing sales.
Understand.
Yeah, so I actually told her that you're very good at sales and you should continue doing sales, but it's just that year you had this effect within your bazi chart. Okay, so this is called the effect of harm.
I think like that, right? When Master Chase says it in this type of terms, it makes people understand better.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, so if you resonate with this, right, that means, you know, it's something for you to think and then something for you to absorb.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very true. So our Master Chase make it very simple so that anybody who hear this, right, can understand what this harm is. Because initially you tell us harm, we'll be thinking, what is harm?
What the hell?
Yeah, what is harm? See?
Most important thing is for you to do this earlier before it happens because the problem with harm is that, right, it comes secretly and you wouldn't know until it happens. But the problem with it is that after it happens, right, it brings about damage, right, emotionally that can last for many years.
Wow. So the impact is actually quite powerful, the negative impact.
A lot of people that actually had been retrenched, right, tell me that it is not so much of the loss of job that made them feel unhappy, but it's the fact that they feel sad and unwanted.
So if they come to you, will all this be able to be prevented?
I think we can reduce the impact by doing a forecast, but definitely everything is still up to our own decision making and hard work in the end. So we will do our best to help all clients who come to us for help.
Okay.